Action.
Who, me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I am Brother Resistance.
I
Who, me? My name is Brother Resistance. I'm from the network RAPSO Rhythm Band. And you see, whenever I'm in New York, I must tune into CultureShare for the best in soca music and all Caribbean entertainment in this year time.
And I am KAREGA MANDELA of the network RAPSO Rhythm Band. Whenever I drop into New York City, I always check for CultureShare for the best in the Caribbean music, dance, arts and culture. Check CultureShare.
RAPSO Rhythm, RAPSO Soca, Calypso Rap, Soca Rap. What is it really? We have two gentlemen here that's going to explain that for us. They are two members of the Network Rhythm Band. You know, speaking from a pure soca calypso point of view, Network Rhythm Band. What is the Network Rhythm Band? We have Brother Resistance and KAREGA Mandela to tell us about it. First, the brother.
The Network RAPSO Rhythm Band is an organization founded over 21 years ago in Trinidad and Tobago, coming out of the ghettos of Port of Spain and deciding to really put a new vibration within the calypso experience. You know, we believe that it's supposed to use music to inform and educate as well as to entertain the people. And therefore we take the traditions of calypso where the chantwell come through, people like the Great Honorable Pretender, you know, where they try to express lyrically things about the community, about the society and things like that. We use this tradition, and what we do is extend the musical base and create or flavor more towards the African vibrations within the music. And when you sum it all up, we say that the poetry of calypso or the rap of soca, the power of the word in the rhythm of the word, that directly is the RAPSO.
You know, you talking, you know, you speaking there, and in my head, I'm feeling that rhythm, ba-dum dum dum dum, ba-dum dum dum dum, you know, and with that rhythm, I'm feeling the rapping coming across. It is a strong vibration, but do you feel that you have to compete with the reggae rap?
No, I don't see it as a competition. As a matter of fact, I see it as one family. You know, within the rap, all come from the same foundation of the African tradition, right? Within the reggae, you find that, well, the music for the DJ style of Jamaica is the reggae, that is the influence. Here in America, you find the soul music is the musical influence for the African-American rappers. In Trinidad and Tobago, we just use the soca, and we just extend the soca vibrations to deal with our rap.
KAREGA Mandela, also from the Network Rhythm Band. It's a very heavy force, I'm sure you'll get, when you have to put the words to the music and communicate to the audience poetically. Do you get fulfillment in that?
Yeah, well, the fulfillment is like the people, the children, and giving that encouragement, seeing that growth within the artist, you know. We always try to compose to say something positive, try to work on the music to keep it in line with what's happening, tight and bouncy and nice to the air bells, you know. But we always try to say something positive because we say they have crucial issues out there in the world to deal with, you know, and the RAPSO Rhythm Band come to deal with crucial issues. So we try to deal with topics to help build a better world for all mankind, basically. And we just want the music nice to the air bell and, you know, a nice wavelength so you can enjoy it too.
Because the RAPSO soca is not yet generally accepted as the mainstream soca, mainstream calypso, do you all sometimes feel as a lame dog crying in the wilderness?
Well, I don't get that feeling at all. Maybe in the early times I used to get a little tinkle at that. But in this year time, I would say that we belong to a band, an organization that we see as a cultural institution, a foundation in the Eastern Caribbean. And we travel to all places like Europe, throughout Europe. We played to popular acclaim in Europe. We went to Asia and Korea in the World Festival of Youth and Students. And I mean, Korean people who couldn't understand what we were saying, we just hit them a phrase in the Korean language and then relate directly to what we're doing. So we know basically at heart that what we're doing, there's a need for it in this time. There's a need for somebody to come forward and give the people the truth. Somebody to come forward and put the voice of the people as priority when it comes to the musical penetration in the world. So therefore, within that, we get the fulfillment and we get the strength and the determination to continue on the journey.
Well, if there is so much truth in the lyrics, so much truth in the force of the music, then why is it that the RAPSO and the Calypsonians and the soca people are still struggling to get the music on the market so that the artists can get a respectable return for their work?
Well, there are a number of reasons for that, you know. A lot of it have nothing to do with the art. A lot of it have to do with the business and the structure of the business, the way how the marketing of the music is done, the kind of markets we aim for and that kind of thing. Personally, I find a lot of the time the music coming out of the Eastern Caribbean concentrate too much on the carnival, right? So you find that we locked within a carnival circuit, and therefore with that kind of vision, then it's very hard for the music to break out of that stream. You know, with the RAPSO experience, we're looking at a global structure. Then we say that RAPSO come to cover the earth. So therefore, carnival doesn't make much difference to us except as the foundation or the tradition from which our lyric come. Because when we look at carnival, we just look at, for instance, the experience of the Midnight Robber, who, incidentally, the world don't know this, but the Midnight Robber is the first rapper. Right? I know plenty of people go want to lick off my head for that, but that is the truth, and that is history that unfold already. So we see carnival as that foundation, that living theater, that cultural experience, and out of that essence, we just move forward and spread into different directions. And I think if a lot of the singers and artists in the Caribbean take that kind of approach, then definitely we will tear down the walls, man.
Karega, 30, 40 years from now, if you were to look back on your career as being part of the Network Rhythm Band, and you're going to describe your involvement in such, how would you do that? How would you describe your works then? What would you like people to say about the Network Rhythm Band and Karega Mandela?
Well, basically, like, one aim is the Network Rhythm Band is to build a nursery school in the community, you know, a craft shop and thing for the creative people within the community. That is some of the projects we have in store, which we doing already. And if you fulfill some of these things and spread the music throughout the world, I'll feel happy in my lifetime that Network Rhythm Band has made a contribution. Basically, the nursery school and the art and craft shop, you know, that is priority for the band, you know.
Brothers, let me say, it's been a pleasure having you on CultureShare. With this new thrust in the RAPSO, still new in inverted commas, new in the sense that from a general perspective, it is still yet to be generally accepted. You understand? And I know that you know it's always an uphill task to reach the pinnacle of such. But you have to keep on struggling, because what you're doing, it's very informative and very educational. I know, because I used to play your music back in the 1970s when you were always in Grenada and all over the Caribbean. So I know what I'm talking about. You are doing something good, and keep it up.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having us on CultureShare. Enough respect.
One love.
Yeah, take care. Step.
Okay.
Thanks for all the people who support the RAPSO throughout the years. We say much thanks for that support.
CultureShare in the spirit of lifting the cultures of the Caribbean and Afro-America.